What's going on, guys? It's your boy Caliber once again. I'm back with a new video. I have been having a lot of requests that I actually have to start sharing some of my strategies live and make at least a video for you guys while I'm trading, so that you can be able to see what I am doing every day. So what I'm gonna ask you is that you sit tight and just enjoy. So obviously now, as you can see, I already have running trades. I have AUD USD, I have Euro USD, I have CAD CHF, which they're all running in profits, right? So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna explain briefly, quickly, how I managed to take these positions. So like I said, there's this thing that we call top-down analysis, right? So obviously I started with my daily chart. That's where we always start each and every day, and I saw that right here, right at this point here, it's a support. Looking at the previous chart, so right about here, actually let me start with this one. Okay, cool. It will not place. Let me just do this and then I'll drag it. So just exactly at this entry that I took, there was a strong support. Hence I did place my order. I'm using very small lots. So yeah, I'm starting from daily chart. I could see that this is already at the support and it's bound to bounce back and go back up, but obviously I had to wait for confirmation. So I did not take my trade using the daily chart. I took my trade using smaller time frames, like I always say in the PDF. Looking at the monthly chart, okay, this is a choppy market right here. As you can see, it's very consolidating. Looking at the weekly chart, we are consolidating, but we have a slight what we call, let me remove these lines. Remember, this red line here is the support that I just drew. So here we have a slight wedge. If you look at this, it's going down, and here it's going up a bit, so that's called a wedge. And looking at this candlestick right here, there's a huge sell candlestick. I don't know when was that. Let's see. It was 2015. That's a while back. But anyway, it's irrelevant at this point in time. So what we want to do is we start at the daily chart. Every day you start with your daily chart. You look where you're at in the market, where you're going, what kind of candlesticks are presented to you. Let me zoom in so that you can see. So you move down to 4 hours. Let me zoom out. We have identified the support, looking at the previous bounces where the market has previously bounced. So I could see that the market is actually a strong sell, right? Since the market is at a strong sell trend, let me make this a bit bold so that you can see. Since the market is a strong sell and there's a support here, so I was looking just to scalp this one out and actually buy it real quick, because looking at the daily chart, it tells me that the market is actually tired of selling. And looking at the 4-hour chart, the market has been selling for over weeks now. So looking at the 4-hour chart and the daily chart, this tells me, looking at the daily chart, the stochastic is almost at 20. Looking at the 4-hour chart, the stochastic is already at 20. It's been reversing over and over, making the 1 2 3 strategy, for those that know what I'm talking about. If you look at this strong selling candlestick and then this slight pushback of about 3 candlesticks, and looking at the stochastic, and you look at the stochastic and then look at the candles right here, you can actually match and see that the market has been moving with a impulse or a small pullback, and then it gave back. Remember, this has been a strong sell, and now the market is giving us an opportunity using 1 2 3 strategy. Hence this sell has been the strongest sell the market can ever give you using 1 2 3 strategy. With the 1 2 3 strategy, I always say use the 1 2 3 strategy with a trend. You gotta ride the trend that is at the current stage. So look at this, it's a strong trend. This thing just comes from this resistance line here. It just retested it and then it's going back, so it pushes back to retest the resistance once again, and then it pushes back down. Looking at the stochastic here, we come from 20 going up, and then we went back to 20 back. So right here, just about here below this wick, this red candlestick wick, we wanted to place our sell stop just about here. But there's a trick that I did not share with you in the PDF. As to we open the grid, the grid is what tells us where to actually place our pending orders. So we can see that this wick right here, this green wicks where the market actually started to reverse, they at this box right here. So since they're at this box, we are willing to place our sell stop just below this box here, which is the box below that, the box below the reversal or the impulse. We want to place in the middle of the box. So in the middle of this box, we want to place our sell stop, which is, it's this dotted space here. There's an inch gap here. Let me zoom in so that you can see what I'm actually talking about. So here is the impulse going up in this square box, hence there's this wick also. So we want to place our sell stop below almost every wick. So this is the relevant wick, and also this one is a very valid wick. So all of these wicks fall under this square box right here. Hence we take this square box into consideration. Hence we want to place our sell stop below this square box. So just about here in the middle of the square box is where we're actually placing our what we call this sell stop. So right here, let me just place our sell stop so that you can see what I'm talking about. It's a buy stop. Where's the sell stop? Sell limit, buy limit. Oh, sorry, it's because the market is actually here below at the moment, so I cannot be placing any buy stops or sell stop. I can only place a buy stop and not a sell stop. So yeah, at this point in time here is where we want to place our sell stop. Hence you can see this candlestick right here would have given us the whole profits that we were looking to have. It's about, we usually trade at least about one candlestick because we like to lock in profits, but you can actually ride the whole thing, like I said in the PDF, until 20, until it's back at 20. So this candlestick alone, this red candlestick right here, gave us about 242 pips, which is something good. It's a lot of money. It gave us a potential of about 336 pips, which is a lot. So this impulse here gave us a lot of interest, and once we saw that the stochastic is turning, we actually wanted to take this trade for a sell, and it did come back, give us the trade for a sell. But now coming back to the trade that I took, let me remove the grid. Coming back to the trade that I took, which is the running trade right now, the trade with $4 profit. So this trade, I took it using the Caliber Trends strategy. Now I could see that the market, okay fine, it has been selling, but during its sell, I can see that the market is actually now trending horizontally. Looking at how it has been performing, it has not went below this. Instead, it came back to the same level, which is this level right here. You can look at the side. it came exactly at this level right here, which makes this now a no longer downtrend but a horizontal or a raging market. Hence, okay, let me remove this one. So it's a ranging market because now this trend, fine, it's a strong trend, it's still a downtrend, fine, but looking inside that downtrend, we saw that the market pushed back up, and it pushed up to the point where it reaches the same level where it once was. So it had to reverse somewhere here and went back down. That would have validated our resistance. Now looking at the 4 hours, we see that we are at a horizontal market. Looking at 4 hours, our stochastic is actually at the very bottom, so I had to take the trade looking that there's a support here. I mean, like here, this what you call stochastic right here, it gave us a good buy, which was a good scalp, but it was not in any support, or it was not in any support. Hence it reversed and went back down. Anyone who was holding trades here probably blew their accounts with this huge reversal, if you had a small account. But anyway, like I always say, lock in profits or take your profits. So what did I do? How did I know that the market is going to push back up exactly at this price and point? You look at the support right here. It's a strong support. The stochastic, fine, it went back down. The stochastic is at a good position, the market is at a good position, so everything falls into place. You can see there's a support here. The stochastic is at 20, which gives you enough support as well, and it validates your trade, it validates your analysis that, hey, I'm about to go up, so why not take a trade and see how the market plays out. So I'm not looking to ride the whole thing. I mean, right here it's a resistance. I can be closing my trades just about now. Look at the stochastic, it's above 50. I can wait till 80. It's still gonna push up maybe to this level, but I'm not gonna be greedy about it and say, hey, I'm gonna hold. As you can see, I'm giving some profits back. Look at this one. This one was in I think 80 cents or $1. This one was in $1 something, but I'm giving back profits now because I'm busy holding and stuff. So it's a lot of profit already. I could just close the profits and run away. Hence I'm gonna close this one. Yeah, I took this trade right here because of the stochastic and the market position. The position was in a support. Looking at the daily chart, I'm in a support. Looking at the 4-hour chart, I'm in the support, and hey, look at the stochastic, it's turning. So it gives me a good and clear idea that the market is actually gonna go up. Let's go down to 1 hour. Looking at the 1-hour chart, we can clearly see that the market just about here, it was buying, right? This has been the support line that I drew looking at the 4 hours chart. Now coming down to 1 hour, if I slightly move the chart to the side, you can actually see the support here. This is the support that's in the 4 hours chart and in the daily chart. So this support here tells us the most information that, hey, the market is about to push up. Even if you look at the market right now, this is a huge horizontal trend, right? Inside that horizontal, the small downtrends, the small everything. That's why I always say start with the daily chart to see where the market position you in. 4 hours, and then you can clearly see we're having a horizontal trade. You can see here it's a resistance, here it's a support, but the overall direction, look at that, it's a sell. Do not forget that. So I was just looking to scalp out in this current horizontal pattern that's taking place. Coming down to 1 hour, I can see that here this has been the strong resistance, hence the market is pushing down. And look at the stochastic, look at the stochastic, look at the candlestick pattern, look at that pin bar, look at that candlestick, look at the wick there, look at this current candlestick that's running. I can even place a sell here, but I will not do that because I'll be chasing the market. Remember, you do not want to chase the market. You need to trade something that you have prepared for and something that you are ready for. So look at the stochastic here and look at the market. The stochastic is at a good sell position. Look at the market price. The market price was at a good sell position because this was an actual resistance. So the market previously reversed here, giving us the 1 2 3 in the 4-hour chart. So this is the 1 2 3 that I'm talking about. This is the 1 2 and then 3 that I'm talking about. Look at the market. It's a one is actually it's 1 2 and then 3, right? So it's actually good that I saw the market to be reversing. Looking at the stochastic where it was, the support here, looking at 1 hour, the stochastic was right here. So I saw that the market is pushing up. Even here, it's not that far from 20. So someone who bought here got it for a good deal. Looking at 30 minutes, just this point, you can see, looking at this red line, it's a resistance in every time frame. From 4 hours, this red line is still there. 1 hour, the red line is still there. Even at the resistance, the red line is still there. 30 minutes, the red line is still there. The red line is still here for support. The red line is still there for resistance. So even the trend red line, here it is. So you can actually see the market is closer to that. It's still gonna push back up to spike this trend resistance, and then it's gonna push back down, because remember, this is still a strong sell pattern. So if it's gonna break, we're gonna have to be patient, because with the daily chart I can clearly see a strong buy for the market, but we're gonna have to be patient for that one. Looking at 30 minutes, the market, I see it's still gonna push up. Look at the 1 2 3s here. Let's see if we got any. So right here, there's an opportunity presented. There was an opportunity, sorry about that, there was an opportunity. The market is overall selling. Now it gave us this pullback right here. Look at your stochastic down here, look at the pullback right there, and then you saw the stochastic reversing just after crossing the level 20. It came back down, and it came back down aggressively. So now we want to open up our grid as well. We see that the impulse took place at this square box right here, né? Once it took this the reversal at the square box, we are interested to place our sell stop right here at this square box here. So in the middle of that box, this would have been the candlestick that triggered us, and this one is the one that gave us profits. So it gave us about 130 pips profit, but the overall pips given by the market was about 300 pips, which was 296 pips to be exact. So the 1 2 3 strategy works fine if you know what you're doing, and if you are able and you have the skill to can now identify a simple trend. You need to be able to identify a buy trend and a sell trend. Now the market is at a strong buy. It's not strong in terms of overpowering the sell. The sell is still in power, but the current trend right now, the market is actually buying, and it's still gonna buy more. Looking at the analysis, I mean, like, okay, fine, this resistance, if it manages to push back, this might just give us the 1 2 3 pattern. We want to have interest in that. We want to look and see how it plays out. Looking at the 1 hour, we might have a potential 1 2 3 for a buy. And let's go to 30 minutes. So even 30 minutes, you can see we still have our support line here. So I bought exactly here, just exactly here, but it was just around these candlesticks. As you can see, the market was oversold. It was about at zero. I saw that the market has to push up, since we are at a strong resistance, sorry, we are at a strong support. Looking from all these charts that the market has been all these reversal points that the market has been reversing on, I saw that this is a good deal. I can actually work with this and buy the market. Hence I bought the market, I hold, and I held, and the market pushed up. But because I did not enter using 15 minutes, I would have exited if I saw the market selling. I entered my trade using 1 hour because I saw this to be oversold and I saw the good entry here. Hence I held, or I hold till the market pushed up. I held still, and then the market pushed back up. So I really wanted to maximize my profit on this one. However, that's not a problem as long as you know what you're doing, right? Looking at 5 minutes, it's still the same thing. Sorry about that. I took my trade just about here in 5 minutes. Actually, looking at 5 minutes, wow, there's a 1 to 3, and I took this with 1 to 3, not noticing. This simply means I took a position with 1 to 3 market execution. I simply took my trade. It was about here. Let me open up my trade and see the position that I was in. Which position is that? Which position? What pays that? Okay. So let's see. I actually entered here. I entered here, just here with the stochastic, and thereafter the 1 2 3 pattern happened, and voila, I was in profits. I held until I closed just about there, and I did good by closing because the market is actually selling. It's pushing aggressively down. So it's quite simple. You just need to know what you're doing. So this video is not really much about the strategies. Here I wanted to share how I took my positions, how I took my trades. Let's see. Now I'm in loss with the euro. I was in good profits. Now I'm in loss, but it's okay. I'll hold until I'm in profits. So yes, I took my position here to be a buy. Let's see what good reason. Okay, it appears this one I actually had to close when there was still time, because I was actually looking to scalp this one. Do I have a reason for this one? I'm not quite sure where I bought this, what I was using to buy this, but I'm pretty much sure I was using a small time frame. Looking at how the market has been playing out, looking at the position where I took my trade, the market showed me signs of a continuous uptrend. Starting from here, analyzing, this was the trade I took. I saw the market bouncing here. I bought the dip which the market pushed. Looking at the stochastic right here and here, so I saw that the market, fine, it's reversing and I'm almost at 20. I can buy the market. Look at the pin bar right here. There's a pin bar just here. I saw the market pushing up. I was like, okay, fine, let me place my order here. I did take a position. The market pushed up and I was in profits. Hence you see I don't know, I've been greedy enough not taking profits, but I'm hoping it will push back up. But I see the chances of it pushing back up highly impossible. Looking at the high resistance here, there's a lot of resistance at that position. Let me move this red line here. There's a high resistance, which is the market is actually selling at this point in time. The market is actually selling. Look at the resistance right there. So what I would have done better is I should have not, okay, it's fine that I did take this position, but I should have locked my profits and taken profits when I saw them, and actually waited for a sell, because this was at a good sell. Looking at the stochastic, it was overbought. The market gave us an engulfing candlestick, pushed back up. I'm hoping this one will close with a buy as well, and then the rest following candles will be an actual sell, a heavy sell, which I should be taking a selling market price here, but I will hold until I close this one into with profits. So basically the Euro USD is actually selling. Looking at every time frame, the market is overbought, it's selling. And let's go back to 1 hour. With 1 hour, I actually see a potential 1 to 3, but this 1 to 3 is invalid because this is an uptrend, it's not a downtrend. And if it's gonna happen that the market will give us a 1 to 3, it's not gonna be much profitable, I'm afraid, because this is now turning to be a horizontal market. If there's gonna be any 1 to 3, the market is just gonna trade like this and maybe eventually break down or continuously go up, until we actually see that yes, we are in a downtrend. If the market is actually gonna continue pushing down, and from here it starts to sell till this point, maybe here, and then reverses, and then sell more and reverses, and then give us the opportunity of the 1 to 3, then definitely I would be happy to buy or trade using the 1 to 3 strategy. But now this position, I'm looking at it with interest of the caliber trends strategy, looking at the 30 minutes chart time frame. The market is actually selling right at this point in time. Looking at 15 minutes, the market is actually selling. Looking at the stochastic right here, it's actually to sell. The stochastics come from 80. Let's see where the market is at. Okay, fine. The market is not actually in the strongest support, but we can actually see, if we draw a trend line here, that the market is actually in a trending position. Hence, looking at the candlestick pattern right here, we have a doji candle, and then followed by these red candlesticks, which we can call them 3 little soldiers. And the third one, if it closes in a red, then definitely the market is going to be selling. But that's just an extra additional information which is highly irrelevant. Moving over to 5 minutes, which is something that I hardly trade with, but looking at 5 minutes, you can see that the market is actually in a trend of a downtrend, a current trend. It's not a strongest trend, but it's a current trend. The market is selling. Looking at the stochastic right here, it sold. Looking at the stochastic here, it gave us a 1 to 3 position, or a 1 to 3 opportunity, which it was a strong buy. We would have opened up the what you call this, we could have opened up the greed. We see that the market actually reversed at this point. I know it's inside this box, but the actual candles did not go all in, or half of this candle is not inside this box. So we can actually use this box as the reversal or the impulse, and we can place our pending order just about here, the buy stop. It's about 6 pips using this 5 minutes time frame, but the pips really don't matter because I'm teaching you the trick now using the greed. We place our pending orders using the greed. We need to place our pending order in the middle of the greed box, or the square box. That's the impulse almost reversed at. So this one would have given us, actually gave us 57 pips, which is why I was in profits, but I gave back my profits because I did not close this one. Like I said, I know that I took this position using a smaller time frame, but I got greedy. I don't know why I did not lock in profits, but I'm gonna hold, and I'm gonna cut my losses if I see that this thing is not working in my favor. You can see now I'm in dip loss. Let's see how the 1 minute chart is actually doing. So with 1 minute, we can see that there's a support here at this position right here. So looking at the stochastic might just reverse, and the market might give me what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna place my TP just about here, just to take profits, and not close in a loss. But should the market break below this point in time, I'll be actually monitoring this, and I will know. Should this break below this, support, then I'm actually closing the trade. I'm not going to be trading that one. Let's see what else. The AUD USD, starting from the daily chart, I could see that the market is actually buying. Looking at the candlesticks, but the market, it was dangerous for me to buy here because it's almost overbought. Sorry, it's almost overbought. Looking at it's almost at the resistance trend, but I took this trade using a smaller time frame. We can see here there was a 1 2 3 pattern with this, sorry about that, with this stochastic right here. Looking at the candlestick pattern, the market was actually pushing up, and we can actually see that we were at a strong trend. The current trend was a strong buy. If we place our trend line just about here, you can see that we actually at a strong uptrend with this. Never mind the green selling. We now looking to sell the market because you can actually see it's at a support level. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this trade. Okay, I did close. I'm gonna close this trade and I'm gonna sell this market via the caliber trends strategy, because we're at a support, we're at a resistance, sorry, we're at a resistance. Looking at the trend line, it's a resistance trend line. The market, looking at the stochastic, it's overbought. It might just sell more, but we're gonna have to be more patient and actually wait for the stochastic to give us the red line, and we can actually see the market breaking below 80, and we can start trading the market, because I can actually see this market pushing up till this level of resistance, because this is the actual resistance via horizontal patterns. But with the trend, we are already at the resistance. So I took the buy. You can actually see a lot of 1 2 3s here happening, but the stochastic never really gave us much of those. We had this one here with the market, gave us the impulse, and then it pushed up. It gave us a lot of profits if you held more. So I think I took this trade using just about, I think it was 5 minutes. No, it was okay. 5 minutes is too choppy. This one had to do with this. I think it had something to do with, let me see. Okay, I can clearly not see the reason why I took that position, but anyways, it worked into my favor. Surely the analysis that I saw worked into place. It played its part, hence I was in profits. But now let's try and take a live trade with you. Let's see what we can use. Let's take something different. Let's see if we can find anything interesting here. Let's start with the daily chart. We can see that we are oversold. The market is actually selling more. Let's look at the weekly chart and see. Okay, let me move all these lines here. Delete all selected. Okay, fine. So the weekly chart, we can actually see that we are at a support, or we were at a support. The market broke, but it's fine, it's bound to happen. This can be a false break pattern. The market broke up below the support level right here, so I'm actually looking to buy anytime soon. Looking at the daily chart, the stochastic is what's telling me, and the market itself is telling me that the market is about to push up, but this can even sell more. But we'll have to look for reasons why it's selling, and if it's selling more, then I will have to wait and be patient enough till I get the sell position where I can take my trade. So it's oversold. Looking at the daily chart, looking at 4 hours, it's actually starting to push up. Looking at the candles, this is an inside bar and followed by a pin bar. Now the current candlestick is red, so let's see how it plays out his part. But I'm actually looking to buy. This is actually interesting. I can actually take a trade right now, but let's continue with the analysis, because you have to do your proper analysis. You don't want to just come in and buy the market just because you see the market and the stochastic to be like oversold, and you're like, oh, the market is moving up, I'm buying this thing. It will stuff you up. You need to be prepared. Look at every time frame, have a valid reasons. I can see it's already in the support trend line. This is a support trend line. It broke the support, fine. It can push right up to retest this one, so I can actually sell, or I can actually not sell, but I can actually take my profits at this level right here. Looking at 4 hours, sorry, at 4 hours, this was the 4-hour chart. Now let's go to 1 hour. With 1 hour, I can see the market is actually not giving me any opportunity whatsoever. It's too choppy. I cannot understand what's happening here. And remember, do not trade something that you do not understand. Looking at the stochastic, fine, it's already bought. I'm late, and I'm not gonna buy here. I don't know what's happening. I'm not gonna buy, I'm not gonna sell. I see nothing of interest. Sorry about that. I have an incoming phone call. So yeah, the stochastic right here is actually, yeah, and this chart is actually not interesting for me. I see nothing of interest. There's clearly nothing that interests me using this chart. Let's use euro. Oh no, I did use euro. Let's look for something that I never did. A new chart that I haven't traded. Let me and this is choppy, so this is a good sign to show you that the market is actually about to go up. Looking at these candlesticks right here, you can see that the market is actually trying to push down, but it's actually failing to break and sell even more. So we can actually start to buy the market, but we need to have confirmation. So let's see how these candlesticks play out. So let's go to smaller time frames, such as 4 hours. We can see with the 4-hour chart, the market is now trending as a horizontal. Look at this, look at this. The market is now trending as a horizontal market. It's ranging, right? it's not going up, it's not going down, it's trading sideways. So that it's a good sign that the market is about to push back up. According to our analysis, it's not supposed to it's not I'm not saying it will push up, but looking at the analysis, it's supposed to push up, right? It makes sense why it would push up. Now if it pushes back down more, then it has reasons, and we need to find out. Maybe it's some political factors pushing it further down, we do not know, but we will find out more once we go into it. But looking at the analysis and everything tells us, and it's clearly showing us that the market is pushing up. Looking at the stochastic, we were a bit late. It already pushed up. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, the stochastic is already pushing up. The candlesticks already went up. So right now it's reversing, retesting the support. So we're gonna have to be patient even more. Looking at 1 hour, the stochastic is selling. Look at the position of the market. The market is almost at this support level, which is where we want to buy, so we can be more patient and wait till the support bounces here, the market bounces here, and then we buy. Hopefully the stochastic will be around 20, level 20 at that time. We can also look at 30 minutes. Look at 30 minutes. We can see that this blue square box here, it's a support zone. It's a buying zone. The market, when it reaches here, it usually reverses. Looking at the previous, here it reversed, here it almost touched, it reversed, here it reversed exactly in the blue, here it consolidated a bit, but everything happened just in the square blue rectangle box. So looking at the stochastic right now, it's actually oversold, so we are looking to buy at this point in time. And looking at what you call this 15 minutes time frame, we are looking to buy the market. It's in the support. We might just be patient enough and wait until it reaches this level right here and actually sells more till the support here, and then we can actually look to buy the market, right? Looking at 5 minutes, we can see that the market is actually oversold. Looking at the stochastic, it's actually starting to buy. So what we can do is be patient more, maybe until it reaches this level right here. We can see that we have a mini support right here, so we can actually buy the market when it reaches this point. So what I can do is place buy limit. Let me place a lot of buy limits just because. Come on. Okay, let me do this. Copy. Let me place with a good lot, a decent lot size. It's a buy limit. Let's paste the price. Voila. So now we're just gonna have to wait and see if the market is gonna push down till that point, and we can actually start trading the market. What is this now? Why is it doing like this? Okay, I don't know what's the reason for that, but it appears like the network is slow, or it's the market itself. So I'm just gonna move it there. Fine. So we can actually see, looking from daily chart, we can see that the market is oversold. Stochastic 4 hours, the stochastic, okay, fine, it had already pushed up, but let's look at the market. What does it tell us? The market tells us that the market is actually supposed to go up at any time from now. Let's look at 1 hour, the 1 hour chart. We can see that this thing is ranging. We have support 1, we have support 2, and the trend line support, which is support 3, but I'm hoping it will reverse in one of these two supports. I know if it pushes below, it goes till this level, fine, I'll hold the loss till it actually bounces here. Looking at 30 minutes, we can actually see the stochastic is oversold. 15 minutes, the stochastic is oversold and the market is oversold. 5 minutes, the market is actually pushing up because of the 5 minutes stochastic is already pushing up. Looking at the pin bar, the pattern here happening. Let's look at 1 minute, because I always encourage you guys to use 1 minute, so we can actually see that there's a potential of 1 2 3. So for someone who's impatient, we can always do something like this to just to risk it a bit, you know, just to give you guys the insights of how you actually make profits. And you can just set your TP just about here, which is 280 pips. It's a lot of pips, it's a lot of pips, and that's me being greedy, by the way, because I can just place my TP just about let's scalp 50 pips just about here. I'm already in profits, I'm already running in profits, 10 cents profits, because this 24 runs with the commission of minus 14 cents. So I'm happy with the deal. I'm gonna hold until it touches the TP, because it's not so far, but it's actually gonna sell more. But the 1 2 3 is actually happening. But you can see that I broke the rule a bit. This is below 50. Never try this at home unless you are willing to risk it. So this is how basically you trade this thing. I traded this 1 2 3 using the 1 minute, but I did not only trade using 1 minute. I can see that the overall market is in my favor. So do not be confused and say Mr. Kaliba saw the market with the 1 2 3 right here using 1 minute chart, and he took a market execution trade. I know what I'm doing. I know the market is actually in my favor. Looking at 5 minutes, it's pushing up. Looking at 15 minutes, it's actually supposed to push up. Look at the previous candlestick. Look at the previous candlestick. This is a doji or a pin bar right here. So even this one is supposed to push even further. Hence the stochastic now it's about to turn and start pushing up. So it makes sense why I actually entered using 1 minute. Like I even said on the PDF, use 1 minute. I should have been more patient, waited for the stochastic to be at level 20, and then took my trade, right? But because, like I said, let's just risk it a bit. Let's enter with a small amount. If it pushes further down, then I'm gonna keep on adding. Remember, I still have my limits here, so I'm not gonna take any positions until the market at least reaches here. Then I can place another market execution. I'm not gonna be placing more trades along this position here. It's a blank space, so I don't want to be wasting money, you know. So let's wait and see. Let's wait for the stochastic to be at level 20, then we can add more buy if it goes against my direction. But if it pushes back up, then great. That simply means more profits, and I can actually swing this trade till dot. Looking at the monthly chart, if you want to swing it, that's if you have the stomach for it. If you don't have the stomach for it, don't do it. Look at the monthly chart, we can see that we're already on a support. The weekly, we're at a support. We just need to wait for confirmation for a buy. Daily, we're at a support. We have to wait for confirmation for a buy. Weekly, the 4 hours, it already bought, but we can see the overall charts. The 4 hours is the only chart that's disagreeing with us looking at the stochastic. The stochastic is already like, no, I bought already, and there's a potential for 1 2 3 that might happen, or a slight reverse. But I know the overall market direction, right? It's a buy. Looking at all the analysis that I have made at this point in time, this person will wait. Disturbing me. Sorry about that. So yeah, so we can actually wait and see what the actual market is going to be doing, but I'm pretty confident that the market is going to push up and I'm going to be in profits. So we have support number 1. Remember, this is not a support. I just got excited and I took this position, hence the market is moving against my position right now. So we have support number 1 here, and then we have support number 2. If the market breaks support number 1, I'm good with it. I'm gonna add more for support number 2, which is, these are buy limits by the way, do not be confused. I'm gonna add more buy limits to support number 2, and if the market actually breaks both support, it breaks even the support number 2, I'm looking to close my trades at this point right here, just below this wick. I'm gonna close my trades at this point in time, which is 18 pips, 20 pips below the last week. And I know I'm in for a good deal. I did not over leverage my account, I did not over trade it. The market just did not move in my favor, and if it does not move in my favor, there's no need for me to keep on coming back and coming back more. So yeah, I got a bit excited. As you can see, I could have been more patient. Like I said, the stochastic is actually going to be pushing down till level 20, and then this is where I should have looked to take a position. But anyways, I'm happy with the positioning, I'm happy with the analysis. I can clearly tell you the Euro CHF is pushing up. Look into it later on. This date is the 25th of June, so by tomorrow or the next coming weeks I'll be in profits, but I'm not looking to swing this thing, so hopefully by the end of the day or by tomorrow I'll be in profits. So yeah, it's really nothing much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to inbox me. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I hope this video was quite clear enough for everything. Okay guys, these are the earlier trades I took today as I was doing the analysis. So you remember the reversal number 1, which is the support number 1, just about here, and the support number 2 just about here. So as you can see, we went into profits of about 273 pips, but I was unable to take them because I was not available. But you can still see that I'm holding, and I'm in profits of about $5.62, and the swap, it's already midnight. I should have taken profits much earlier on, but I'm still happy. Like I did say, we took the position a bit early. Looking at the daily chart, I did say the market is pushing up. Looking at the 4 hours, I did tell you about the resistance, that the market is now trading in a horizontal way. Looking at 1 hour, the market was actually selling here. It was selling, and then I took the trades here, hence it pushed up and gave us that 200 and something pips, 270 if I'm not mistaken. And looking at 30 minutes, it was interesting because it was just about here. I took the position. I did tell you guys that if it's not gonna reverse here exactly, then it's gonna bounce exactly at the support. So it's all about knowing what you're doing and being patient enough. As you can see, the stochastic here and the market here, everything went into play and everything went in as planned. Like, it worked out very perfectly. Now you're looking at the 15 minutes chart. The market was selling aggressively. I remember, I think I took my trade with this candlestick right here, and the market sold even more. It touched my buy limits here, and then it pushed right up, and that's not so far. Go about 7 o'clock, I was in profits. If I remember, I made the video around okay, let's see what time I took the trades. I took the trades at 5:37. So right now the time is, it's actually 1:08. So it's been a few hours. Since I took the trades. But yes, I went into profits, huge profits, but I did not close because I was not available. As you can see, in 5 minutes, if you can remember the stochastic here, it was just about here. The stochastic. The market was I think the market was just about, where was it? The market was Was it here? Okay, I'm not quite sure where what the market was, but I'm pretty confident I saw the stochastic pushing up, and I obviously took the trade, hence the 1 minute chart. Let me go back. I think I took my trade somewhere here, hence the market pushed down. It triggered me exactly, and it pushed right back up. So yeah guys, it's quite simple, it's quite easy to make money when you know what you're doing. So this was just a recap on how I actually made profits. So yeah, I hope you fully understand and you see the potential of having enough knowledge and dedicating your time. You saw on the video I used a lot of strategies. I mentioned the strategy of 1 2 3. I was also mentioning the strategy of caliber trends strategy. It depends with the market, and it depends what you see in the market. So that's why I'm giving you guys different strategies so that you can apply them both. If you see an opportunity using 1 2 3 strategy, then use it. If you see an opportunity using the modification strategy, then use it. And if you see an opportunity using the caliber trends strategy, then why not? Like, go for it. As you can see here, the market is almost bouncing at this trend line, and what am I gonna do about it? I'm just gonna buy. But is it really a buy? You need to be patient and start from the bigger time frames, moving downwards, and it will tell you whether it's the right time to buy or not. Also apply your stochastic. Most of the times apply your stochastic. Looking at the smaller time frame, it clearly shows you it's not the right time to buy. The market in smaller time frame is moving downwards, so just to avoid, yes, in 15 minutes it's going up, I do agree with that, but looking at 5 minutes, the market is not going up anytime soon. Looking at the stochastic, it's also telling you, hey, I'm selling. So to avoid losing, why not wait for the stochastic to be at level 20, which is let the stochastic bounce, let the market bounce again at this level point here or this one, and then you can actually start to buy. Look into your 1 minute. Okay, the 1 minute is looking good for a buy, but your 5 minutes it's not. So wait for 5 minutes to actually give you the entry that you are seeing in 15 minutes. But really sometimes it does not work like that. If you see a good opportunity, just take the opportunity. It's all about understanding the current price movement. With this one right here, I would not take the trade of a buy, since I'm seeing the 5 minutes is obviously against me, but the overall market movement, it's a buy. So I'm actually supposed to buy, but I'm gonna be patient enough to can actually go in for a good deal. Remember, it's not just about trading, going in. No, it's about going in for a good deal, making sure that you're ending your day in a profitable way and you securing those profits. Nothing beats that, right? Like, everyone wants to see their account grow, so grow your account very nicely and you're gonna see profits. So it's not about chasing the market. Never chase the market, just do you. If you do not understand something, just don't invest in it. I can clearly tell you, I told you earlier on that the market is actually on a sell, but now it's trading horizontally. How did I know that? I can clearly see, you know. I know a lot of traders will be like, no, but the market, its overall direction, it's a sell. Yes, it's a sell, but if you're a smart trader and you see an opportunity, you gotta take it. As I see right here that the market is going to be a horizontal trend at this current stage. How will it hold? I do not know how long for it will hold as a what you call a horizontal or a ranging market, but I'm pretty sure that it's about to reverse very soon. Looking at the 1 hour chart, you can see the market has been trading horizontally. Looking at 30 minutes, you can see the market has been trading horizontally. So obviously, as a smart trader, you just gotta take the opportunity for yourself and seizing the profits. There's nothing that beats understanding. Understand what you're doing and you will you will see the results. You know, you will make money automatically. So I'm just gonna close these ones off because we already in profits. So yeah, I'm just gonna end the video there. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be making more content like this should many people require, but I'm hoping, and I do know that the PDFs themselves alone are powerful. So if you can read to understand and not rush, you will be able to do the right thing. Remember, I did analysis with the bigger time frames, but I took my trades using 1 minute. If you saw the video, I can also use my trade using 5 minutes, 15 minutes, depends. But for beginners, please use your trades using 1 minute. Look at the market. This is not a good buy price, even if the stochastic is at the bottom, but this is not the right buying position. Why not wait for the market to pull back here and then actually start to buy? Let the market drop and then start to buy the dip. It's just as simple as that. Never mind where the stochastic is at. Yes, it's at a good buying zone, but is it really a good buy for you? Definitely not. I don't believe so. So yeah, I'm just gonna end the video there, guys. I hope you quite enjoyed, and I hope this was very fruitful. So should you have any questions, like I said, feel free to contact me, inbox me. I will be able to answer any question that you feel like you need assistance on. So yeah, feel free. Let's work as a team and let's just kill the market, guys. It's quite simple. Let's not struggle when it's quite easy to make money. You can see for yourselves. It's all about patience, knowing what you're doing, consistency, and just that's it. It does not matter the profits, you know, as long as you're making profits and as long as you're ending your day in a green or blue note, then nothing wrong with you. So yeah, I'm just gonna end the video there. So it's been Caliber out. Cheers.